Have you ever walked into a room full of people and felt like you didn't belong there? You felt like the odd one there because you felt everybody around you was so much better than you in every aspect. You felt they were more successful than you, more experienced than you, more presentable than you. They're just perfect. And you are nowhere close to being as perfect as them. It's like no matter what you've achieved in your life, you just constantly compare yourself with others and feel like you've achieved nothing. That whatever you have is nothing compared to others. If you've ever felt that way, this feeling has a name and it's called imposter syndrome. And the interesting thing is, it doesn't care how smart you are, how successful you have been, or how loved you are. It just creeps into your mind and convinces you that none of it is true. The roots of imposter syndrome often go back to our childhood. Maybe you grew up in a childhood where you were constantly compared to other children your age. And then you were told how others were way better than you. So as a child, you ended up trying twice as hard than others, just to be seen, sometimes by your own parents. So these messages stick with us as we grow. Or maybe later in life also, if you have a partner who's always told you that you're not good at whatever you do. If you're a homemaker, you're compared to a woman who's acing her career, and then you're made to feel less productive. If, as a woman, you're trying to strike a balance between your home and your work, you're then told that you're not a good mother. You're neglecting your children. While you're juggling your home, your kids, your work, then suddenly you're told you're not a good wife. And they say it so often that you actually start believing it. You start believing that you just can't do anything right. You're not good at anything. These thoughts then transform into self-doubt and lack of confidence. I'd like to share the story of this amazing girl I know, very intelligent, hardworking, conscientious. So when she started off her business, she only targeted small firms as her clients. And because she was really good at what she did, she made a name for herself. So 2 years into the business, she gets this email where a really big firm was interested in working with her. And instead of celebrating, to my surprise, this girl just froze. She started looking for ways to ditch the opportunity. Because in her mind, her work is only limited to small companies. She thought that this big firm has a false impression of her. They probably think that she runs a really big fancy firm, and that's why they are interested in working with her. And she thought that the moment she would go and meet those people, they will find out that she's not good, that she has such a small company that she's running, and it would be very humiliating for her. Not for a second did she think that maybe her work is actually good, that it caught the attention of such big companies. And this goes back to her partner not being supportive of her, because she was always in her relationship told that she was not good at whatever she did. So she stopped believing in herself. So if any of you have ever felt that way, you're not alone. Because we have been taught, sometimes consciously, sometimes subtly, that our value is tied to perfection. We set these unrealistic standards for ourselves, believing that unless we check every box, we don't deserve success or recognition. You find yourself comparing your journey to others, believing that everybody else has it all figured out. But that's the thing. The person you think has it all figured out is likely struggling with the exact same doubt as you. Because perfection is an illusion. There's no perfect partner, there's no perfect mother, there's no perfect friend, there's no perfect daughter, or there's no perfect professional. It's just a trick of your mind to dim your light. What matters is showing up and doing your best. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to be the best in every room. Sometimes the best thing you can offer is your unique perspective. But here's the good thing. The good thing is that you can overcome this imposter syndrome. What has helped me is what I can share with you. The first thing I always do is keep a win journal. I call it a win journal because I write my achievements in it. Like even the smallest of achievement. Something as small as learning to cook a new dish or making a new friend. Or the days I felt that I was more productive at work, I even write that down. Because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel that I am making progress and that my efforts are valuable. The second thing you can do is reframe your thoughts. So the moment you feel your mind is drifting towards something negative, you feel that you're being self-critical again, immediately shift the narrative to something positive. You can use some affirmations also. You could say things like, depending on the situation, of course, you could say things like, I'm learning and I'm bringing something valuable to the table. I am worthy of success. I belong in every space I enter. My worth is not defined by my mistakes. I am growing, learning, and evolving, and that is enough. Repeat these to yourself whenever you feel that doubt creeping in. Because our mind listens to the words we feed it. So start feeding it positivity. And the third thing you can do is talking about it. Imposter syndrome thrives in silence. So whenever you feel those doubts creeping in, turn to your inner circle of support. Share your feelings with your trusted friends, mentors, colleagues. Trust me, more often than not, they have felt it too. For me, my support circle are my girlfriends. I strongly believe in the power of girlfriends. So surround yourself with women who see your greatness even when you can't. Women supporting women is such a healing force, I can't tell you. We have to lift each other up because we all face this battle in some form. When we acknowledge and validate each other's successes, we create a culture where imposter syndrome has no place. So in the end of the podcast, all I want to say is imposter syndrome may knock at your door, but it doesn't deserve a seat at your table. You are more than enough. Your experiences, your journey, your talents, it's all yours. And no one can take that away from you. You are in total control of rewriting your story. You are capable, you are deserving, you belong. Every step you have taken, every achievement, every challenge you have overcome has led you to where you are today. And no feeling of doubt can erase your worth. So take pride in your journey, whether it is at home, in your career, or in any part of your life. Let's own our greatness together.